We've also received a petition signed by 1,223 people calling for the council to commit to transforming the pedestrian experience along the whole of Mill Road. I'd like to invite Anna Williams from Camcycle, and I believe we've got some people from MR4P as well to come up and present the petition. If you come up to the desk. Brilliant, thank you very much. If you'd like to introduce yourselves, you then have 3 minutes to present your petition. There's a set of traffic lights in front of you that you'll see on that big table. It will go amber when you have 30 seconds remaining. But over to you, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. So I'm Anna from Camcycle. This is Tina from Mill Road for People. We're here representing 4 community groups who have raised a petition to the council. The other 2 are Cambridge Living Streets, the local branch of the Walking Charity, and Cambridgeshire Families for Sustainable Travel. So on the 12th of July 2022, this committee agreed to set in motion a TRO restricting Mill Road Bridge to pedestrians, bikes, buses and taxis. This TRO has indeed made some difference to the road, and the Romsey side in particular has benefited from the reduction in cars. But this committee also agreed to work with other authorities to develop a public realm improvement scheme along Mill Road. It's time to get moving on this work. We know that the community is desperate for a positive and uniting vision for Mill Road. When our groups worked with local architects last year to propose some suggestions for the street, one response to the headlines made in the local paper said it was an exciting opportunity to create a street that was so much more than a sad, neglected traffic corridor, but instead became an environment fit for the expanding number of residents and the many thriving local businesses. A well-planned street scheme would benefit businesses, mitigating any inconvenience that might be felt from the bridge restrictions. It would bring clear benefit to pedestrians, enabling them to walk without tripping on cracked and wonky pavements. It would benefit visitors as well, and even wildlife through increased planting and greenery.
On Mill Road right now, the pavements are indeed cracked, but ironically, pedestrians are saved from tripping over them because there are frequently cars parked on those pavements, squeezing pedestrians into single files or onto the road itself. Rat running along the Petersfield side roads towards the station continues unabated. Emptier stretches of Mill Road encourage speeding, and recent data gathered in Romsey shows speeds of as much as 60 miles an hour in this 20-mile-an-hour limit area. The GCP last March decided to bring the Fulbourn Greenway along Mill Road, but there are as yet no public plans for community engagement. The County Council, we think, needs to strongly support the work going on and use its own funding to ensure the whole project gets delivered in a way that benefits the whole streets as quickly as possible. Camcycle, Living Streets, Mill Road for People and Cambridgeshire Families for Sustainable Travel have, as you've just been told, submitted a petition signed by over 1,200 people. It asks you to, 1, ensure that the officers and councillors are committed to work on the Mill Road vision and support the GCP in their work, focusing on a scheme that will transform the street, and 2, identify funding for the implementation of improvements. Several £100s of money have been raised from bus gate fines, and you also have funding pots for highway maintenance and other investment. Our question for you is, what will you do today to expedite real improvements to benefit Mill Road? Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for bringing this petition to us. Mill Road holds a very special place in my heart. When I first moved to Cambridge, my first place was at the end of Mill Road, so it has been a place that's always felt quite strong in my heart, and I do fully support your ambitions of making sure that Mill Road has the improvements and becomes the hub of the community that it really needs to be. I'm going to hand over to David to give you a formal response, but then I'm going to say a little bit more myself hopefully afterwards. David.
Thanks, Chair. Also my first Cambridge home as well, Mill Road. Following implementation of the bus gate, the data we've gathered does demonstrate that there have been improvements in the environment, reductions of traffic and the rate of collisions on Mill Road, but we know there's more to do, and the TRO has unlocked further opportunities regarding the street scene, just as you've set out. The Council is currently working with the GCP, Greater Cambridge Partnership, and the City Council to pull together a programme of workshops and drop-in events for this year, which will ensure community and business concerns and ideas are front and centre of the development of proposals for change. Some members of the community have already put forward ideas, and they will be carefully considered as part of that process, as well as any other ideas and suggestions identified by residents and business owners. An architect and urban design company based off Mill Road have been commissioned to oversee this co-design work and to assemble the concept designs. Community events will be hosted to ensure that the feedback is integral to those proposals. So yes, the Council will work with the GCP and we will identify and implement short, medium and long-term measures. The GCP has allocated £600,000 to the design and delivery process, and in terms of the repairs and the need for repairs, works to carry out localised repairs in terms of patching and pothole repairs and to refresh the road markings will be in sight early in the new financial year, subject to the availability of road space, and we've allocated up to £370,000 to commence those works as well. Thank you for bringing the petition.
Thank you. Also, David, I know when we look at agenda planning and forward plans, that's to be done via our spokes process, but I'm hoping that spokes might support me, that we might be able to add Mill Road to the forward agenda plan to bring an update paper to this committee. Can we add that to the spokes agenda plan then to do that? Because I think it would be worthwhile us bringing an update and making sure we really are carrying forward the improvements Mill Road needs. Brilliant. Thank you both for coming along and for presenting, and I really hope we can make a meaningful difference to Mill Road. Thank you.